Hey everybody, I am super excited to share this project with you today. So I am going to be altering this clock from Finnabair, and I am going to be using the Metallic Art Alchemy waxes today, and you're going to see it all come together in just a second. All right, before I get into the project, I do want to let you guys know that the supplies are always listed in the description box. So if you are wondering where to get a certain product or an embellishment or something, they will always be listed in the description box if they are available. I have been crafting for a long time, so there may be a couple things here and there sometimes that aren't available anymore. But for the most part, everything is listed in the description box. You can also head over to my website, tiffanysolorio.com, to check out the coordinating blog post, and I will have more information, the video, and all of the supplies listed over there as well. All right, you guys know the drill. If you are liking these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up and also leave me a comment down below. I love reading them. I want to interact with you guys more. So the more you guys comment, the more I can comment back and get to know you guys a little bit better and interact with you guys a little bit more. All right, if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time that I upload a video. All of my other social media accounts will be listed in the description box as well. I would love to connect with you guys over there, so be sure to check out the description box. All right, with all of that out of the way, this project comes together fairly quickly. And in my opinion, it is one of the more easier mixed media projects because what you do is you just get a ton of random different items. So I have some chipboard, some resin, some metal pieces, and you paint them all black. You can use fabric, you can use string, corrugated cardboard, anything that you can think of, you can use on a project like this. So you paint it all black, and then you are going to assemble everything how you want it. I like to use the heavy black gesso from Finnabair. It really is just an amazing black gesso. It covers so well. I only have to use one coat most of the time, and it's very thick and it's smooth. It goes on really nicely. And for this type of project, you really want to make sure that everything is covered fully with a black gesso or a acrylic, like a black acrylic paint would work as well. So I am just going to continue to paint everything black. So I have, like I said, some chipboard pieces. This is a Prima resin frame. I have a pocket watch from Finnabair, some other Finnabair mechanicals, and like I said in the beginning of the video, all of the supplies will be listed down below. So, oh, there's little Abby. So you can check it out if you want any of these products. All right, so this is a clock from Finnabair. I am not exactly sure. I think you can get it on Amazon. I don't think that it's available very much in other places, but I will link it if I can find it down below. All right, so I put the resin frame, and I am using Fabri-Tac, although I do recommend using heavy body gel or E6000 for this type of project because it is going to be standing up, and with all of the weight of all of the metal pieces and the resin and all of that, then it could get a little bit heavy, and the Fabri-Tac over time could get a little bit weak and things could fall off. I've only had that happen with one of my projects, and then I realized that I need to use something heavier duty. Heavy, yes. So that's why I do recommend using heavy body gel, which is amazing. Finnabair makes it, and nothing is going to come off if you use that. All right, so I'm going to assemble everything. It is a little bit hard to see everything because it is all black, but once I start adding all of the waxes, it just comes to life. I absolutely love these types of projects. They are some of my favorite to make because you just kind of randomly put things and no matter if it's just a brush stroke or something that has a ton of texture on it, you will see all of that wonderful texture and it comes to life when you put the metallic waxes on. All right, so I am going to add some metal wire. I just got, it's really cheap wire that I got on Amazon around the pocket watch and a gear. I just kind of think that it gives it a little bit more interest and something else for this project, and I will be painting it black in just a second. You'll see here. So like I said, these types of projects, although it takes a little bit of time because you have to paint everything black, but once you start adding all of the, once everything is dry and you add the Art Alchemy wax, it comes together so quickly and it's just amazing what you can make and how it turns out. I love these types of projects. All right, so I am using my heat tool. This is the Ranger Craft Heat, what is it called? I don't know. It's the Ranger heat tool. It's not really used for embossing, it's more for drying. And I like to do this where I have the heat tool and paint the black gesso. That way the black gesso gets a little bit stickier and it adheres a little bit better onto metal and plastic if I'm using plastic or anything like that. All right, so I am going to take some of those chipboard pieces, and I believe they're from Scrapaholics. I want to say they are. I can't remember off the top of my head. I did purchase a bunch of different chipboard recently, so I can't remember exactly all of the brands that I had purchased. But these gears are perfect for this type of project. And I am going to adhere everything kind of in the center. And I do end up moving some things after a minute here once I realize that I covered up the metal piece in the back that I had put there mainly so that the pocket watch has something to sit on. But I really like the detail on that metal piece. And so I wanted it to show a little bit, so I'm going to kind of place the gears and the metal pieces kind of underneath each other, on top of each other, here and there. All right, so I get questions a lot about how I come up with composition. A lot of people have a hard time with this. Honestly, it's taken a lot of years of, I guess, trial and error, figuring out what I like, where I like to place things, what my eye is drawn to. But I guess in short, you want to start, well, I start with my focal point. In this case, it is a pocket watch with the heart on it. And then I kind of build around it and make sure that my eye is still being drawn to that main piece, or whether it's a photo or a quote or whatever there's little Callie, whatever you are adding that you want the main focus to be. So you really want, again, to have a main focus and then kind of build around it. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that helped even just a little bit, just having a focal point and then building around it, and not too much. You don't want to crowd your focal point. That's why my focal point is a little bit higher than the rest of the project, because I don't want it to get lost in this project, especially when I'm going to be adding all of the metallic waxes. All right, so I added a little bit more metal pieces here and there, and I'm going to add some of the Melange pebbles, and then I paint them black, and here we go with the metallic wax. As you can see, it just brings everything to life, and adding all of those different layers with a project like this is going to give all of that depth that is so important with this type of project, because you want some of that black to be underneath to give this type of project that depth that is just stunning in my opinion, of course. All right, so the two colors I'm using are Firebird and Indian Pink. This was a color scheme that I absolutely love, and I don't think I've used it on a full project like this before. And then I got a little bit adventurous and added Peacock, which in the end, I decided that I didn't like that. So after everything was done, the project was done, I took pictures of it and everything. I painted it all black. I'm going to redo it and just use the Indian pink and the Firebird. So in a project like this, I feel like I've said that phrase like 10,000 times in this video, but a project like this where you're painting it all black and using metallic waxes to highlight all of the embellishments and everything, it's easy to paint over it and just start over because the black gesso covers so great. And if you don't like the colors that you used, or you kind of add too much, or whatever the case may be, you can always just paint it black again and start over. And that's what I'm going to do. And I will post the picture when I do it. I don't have it done yet, but eventually I will get around to doing it. I do like the end result with the peacock, but I just love the Indian pink and the Firebird together. Is just so gorgeous. And I feel like I've used the peacock color a lot in the past, so I want something a little bit different, I think. All right, so I am taking my wax brush, which I use the same brush all the time. But if I were to go in with vintage silk or like a really light color after using these really bright colors, I would try my best to wipe off all of the excess wax that's on the brush. I haven't had any issues with contaminating colors or like mixing any colors or anything like that. But I am just going to continue to add very lightly the wax to this project. I am just barely brushing on the wax on the sides as well. I just really wanted to highlight some of the texture from the brush strokes that you get when you paint the black gesso on the project. All right, so I am going in with the peacock color now. And when I started adding this color, I really, really loved it. And then when I came back a few days later, I just felt that I really liked, again, the two colors, the Indian pink and the Firebird, the best. I feel like this is a little bit too busy for me. I was feeling a little adventurous because I normally only use two colors, so I wanted to kind of step out of my comfort zone. And I don't know what my editing software is doing to these pictures lately. They look really dull. I don't know why. But head on over to my website to see all of the photos and more information. But yeah, that is going to complete the project. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I love reading them. I do read every single comment. I try to get back to every question, but I do read every single comment, and it really means a lot that you guys take the time to watch my videos and comment. But here's a couple more videos you might enjoy. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.